Contraband. Hello again there, friends and fans. Raptor here, and welcome back to Docked. The new Contraband DLC and update are out today for Docked, a game that we played earlier in the last year. I can't remember when this came out, but we played a recent DLC for it, which was really neat, and now we're back for more. So I'll fire it up, and we'll get jumped into that DLC. You may have this DLC already if you have the Season 1 or Year 1 pass. Chat tipped me off about this earlier today, which was cool, because I kind of didn't realize the new DLC was out and that I have it because I do have the Year 1 pass, so that's cool. So always nice when you kind of get, you know, when you paid for a version of a game and you get a DLC and kind of forgot all about it. It feels like finding 20 bucks in your pocket. So stand by as we get locked in, clocked in, and ready for more. Exclamation point, clock in, subscribe, follow, turn on that notification bell, become a member, all that good stuff. Thanks for all the support on the channel. You folks are hella supportive as well. So thank you very much for all the love and support. By the way, tomorrow we're going to be doing a, as soon as we can, a Project Zomboid dedicated server that all members should be able to join. I think first we'll have to make sure that our dedicated server is working first before we invite everybody on. So maybe we'll play for the first few hours or half the day, or maybe even the first day, just us, to make sure it works. So that way, you know, we don't want people waiting in a technical nightmare, you know, as we toy around with stuff. So all right, Docked, new DLC out. Let's go ahead and check that out. Campaign and DLC, yes indeed. DLC 2, Contraband. The team enters the final stage of their journey towards international port status. However, when routine operations uncover something unexpected, Port Wake faces a crisis threatening everything they've worked for. Can the crew navigate this challenge and achieve their ultimate dream, which is more money, I guess. I guess we could start a whole new slot for that. I'll start in hard mode for sure. Would you like to use your unsaved progress from DLC 1 or use preset starting resources? What did I do previously? I think I started a new save, but I used my previous resources because we worked a lot of extra hours in the game in order to do that. So let's start with our extra resources and money. So let's do that. And then we'll play on hard as well. This mode is suitable for players who enjoy more realistic simulation that requires concentration, realistic container capture, realistic suspended load swing, and hard economic milestone deadlines. Let's go. They may have bears here, so let's see. Also, I'll be playing with an Xbox controller, but on occasion mouse and keyboard. Anytime we play a game that has like a mix of driving and walking, I'll be playing with a keyboard, mouse, and an Xbox controller. If we play a game like ATS or Euro Truck, where it's like basically all driving, then we'll play with a keyboard, a mouse and keyboard for the menus, but steering wheel for any sort of driving. Oh, do we get access to a new forklift? Oh, sweet. They must have new vehicles now.
Just imagine, cargo from all over the world coming right here.
Oh, that's cool.
Port Wake, in a constant stream, to be processed, sorted, and shipped out exactly on schedule. Now that's what I call world class.
I think they've added one new main story mission and like 12 new side missions, and then of course this story. And maybe new vehicles.
Very funny, son. But we do. And that plan has a turnover figure we've got to reach. Should be no problem, though, if we build an international logistics warehouse and upgrade our railway.
That's all? Not even a single grounded ship?
No, just some elbow grease.
Hope Transport Fever 3 has animations for their depots like that. Yeah, any sort of extra detail in Transport Fever would be more than welcome. I love how that game is starting to be more... I don't want to just see train pull up and money come out. I definitely want to see, you know, things being offloaded and going through like a city and stuff. All right, milestone goal. Reach cargo throughput of 3,700. We got to do that in 4 days. Okay. Task 1, complete the new vehicle job. Task 2, own 3 RMG cranes. We own 2 of 3. And task 3 is to complete the inspector mission. Okay. Let's go for the missions first then. Oh, and also, how much for a RMG crane? Well, we need a parking space for that. Let's see, what would that cost? We need RMG. Isn't that the train? Upgrading that would be 125, which we don't have, but first we also must do the new vehicle job. So, alright, gonna come down to the job then. New vehicle, difficulty normal. Brand new forklift has just arrived. Do a test run and use it to bring construction materials to the warehouse. Alright, that's cool that we're actually getting like some forklifts now. Wonder if we have a premium forklift. We'll have to see. Wonder if there's a way to get a premium version of that. Alright, let's check it out. Mandatory required. Alright, the warehouse is still under construction, but the forklift has already arrived. Use it to deliver the materials to the workers. Deliver the materials to the designated areas so the construction workers can continue. Damn, it's like we're playing Construction Simulator early, y'all.
Well, Mark, our new forklift has arrived. You're not used to each other yet, so no showing off. Just lower the ramp and drive her off the trailer.
Alright. Switch to mouse and keyboard for this. Let's see. Activate. Is that like a switch or something on the side? Well, that's cool. Brand new vehicle, y'all. Oh, looks pretty good. Nice. All right. Hold to start engine. Drive mode. Put on some tunes. Oh, damn. Whoa, damn. Oh, I like that chime.
For materials, so bring a box of nails, the pipes, and the racks to the warehouse.
This reminds me of how fun it was in Construction Simulator 1 and also in Farming Sim to use forklifts, or more often telehandlers in that game. Let's see.
Gotta line the forks up perfectly with the slots. Rocket surgery it ain't, but still takes precision.
True. Oh, we need to open those forks up? I'm not forklift certified, chat. I'm not forklift certified. Gotta be a way to open that thing. Oh, fork position. Oh, okay. It's preset. This is totally fine. Let's see. Securing the pallet, though. Well, we're gonna have to. Let's put it on the ground. We'll fix it on the ground. Oh, hey Jay, thanks for the 25 streams straight. Yeah, we need a qualified scissor lift operator. That's what we really need. All right, for those of you who like forklifts or drive them on the daily, this could be another fun little DLC to get. Well, this is going to be a lot more challenging than I was expecting. This is cool. Like a glove. There we go. All right, so now where's this got to go? In there, okay. Oh, this makes me miss driving all that heavy equipment in Sweden. Oh, man. I miss my wheel loader, brother. All right, not too bad. Not too bad for a gamer. This area might be blocked. I might have to go through the warehouse to get there.
Adjust the mast tilt here. How many adjustments does this thing have anyway?
Let's see. Barely hear it running.
Tight fit. Better raise the forks here. All right, one more to go. This is easy. Try Shenmue for Dreamcast. I did, dude.
That was my first job, man. Was working down at the docks in Shemu for the Dreamcast, man. Having to race forklifts and stuff. I never figured the hell. I got all that way in that damn game, and then never figured out what the hell you're supposed to do or whatever. It's like, oh. I swear I worked at that damn dock for 6 months trying to figure out how to get into the secret meeting or whatever. I don't think I ever figured that out. I love the hell out of that game. Is that on the inside? Oh, I gotta go. Oh, wait, no. Is there a way around? Jeez, whoa, okay. Bro, I was just a little off-road in there, bro. Just for like 0.1 second. That'll buff out. There we go. All right. Where am I supposed to go after this? Oh, we were supposed to. Oh, no, up there, okay. Isn't that thing blocking the way, though? How the hell? Alright, I don't know. Alright, sweet. And we must have to come out this way. Yeah. Okay, that was a tough one there. All right, we're done.
Boss, your package is at the warehouse. I have this forklift eating out of my hand now.
I knew you could tame it, Mark.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, bro. All right, well, that was $70,000 for that. All right, good warm up. Brother, yeah. Okay, so that was one of the milestones complete. Oh, so we get 80 construction materials with that. Nice. So then I can build the other thing for the RTG crane, I think. For 130, but I need to finish inspection first, or inspector. Then I think that lets us do that, I think. Let me check. Oh no, we can just get it now. So let me just make sure RMG crane is the railway crane. Yeah. Okay, so first we gotta upgrade this. Hell yeah. And then we need to buy another RMG crane. Oh, now we get 130 materials for that. Nice. A little refund. So now we're back up to 185 materials. Damn, nice. And then task 3, complete inspector job. So that's... Oh, inspector. Requirements, complete job 9, maze. Complete railroad day under 6. Complete job 2, first orders. Okay, so we gotta do that job. The warehouse is ready. Time to get some new orders. You are to transport several containers and unload them. Okay. Yeah, the hurricane that starts at the beginning of the game. Yeah, Hurricane Wendy. Where the hell? All right, first order. The new logistics order has arrived. First, you are to pick up the containers from the pier. The first one has already been unloaded from the ship. The rest will be unloaded by the STS crane operator as needed. All the containers need to be transported to the designated area next to the warehouse. Finally, you need to use the forklift to empty the containers and place all the cargo in the warehouse.
Let's get started, Kate. I want you to bring those 5 curious containers to the warehouse.
Curious? They look pretty usual to me.
Well, the cargo manifest shows they've just completed a round-the-world tour.
Really? Wish I could go on one.
Okay, our parking brake is on. There we go. All right. All right. Nice storm, very cozy. Let's turn on the windshield wipers. Oh, it's hot pink. This must be for BK. Missing one of the controls. There it is. right, on to Bravo. Oh, I need to junk all the trains while I'm at it? Oh yeah, just like this morning. Yeah, we were playing a train graveyard simulator, yeah. Alright, picking up Bravo. Let's move back. Like a glove. Yeah, they've done a good job of controller integration in this game, yeah. It's on par with Farming Sim, although Farming Sim has far more vehicles, but they're all, you know, they're all different yet all the same. Still fun. Now we just need actual multiplayer port simulator. Talk about like Farming Sim tier, working your way up to the big stuff. It'll be possible. I think somebody will do it eventually. There's certainly a lot of interest in ports and fishing games and boat games and all that on the commercial scale. Maybe one day, chat, if our grades are good enough. But okay, it worked. Oh, I wasn't overly impressed with that one. Well, it's a play test. Anytime we play a play test or even a demo, I'll give a lot of leeway because they're just simply looking for feedback. But sometimes it's like you gotta have a functional game for people to be able to do that. And then popping up a screen that says thanks for playing, but then leave a continue button. I mean, you know, help me help you. Give me a game that mostly works so I can tell you what could be changed or improved. I can't believe they made like 2,077 Cyberpunk games and they still haven't even gotten it right. I'm kidding. Cyberpunk's fun. I miss that game. We're way off here. You know what's... Hold on a sec. Chat, you know what's missing from this? That'll improve my accuracy, stamina, and freedom. Let's put on a hat. That'll make it better down here at the docks. I don't need no damn PPE. BFD'd your PPE. Mm-hmm. Burn, 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 burn. Yeah, yeah. Stand by, chat. We're about to initiate freedom. Okay, let's go. Hell yeah, brother, yeah. There we go. The hat's really comfortable. It just looks like it's floppy. I like it though. There we go. What's in all these pink containers? BK's put in a big ass order. Like 4 or 5 pink containers. This stuff for the baby? Oh, probably. She got it on Facebook Marketplace, so you know. You gotta splurge a little. That was nice. That was clean. That was real good. Damn it, the hat worked. The hat worked, brother. All right, back to the ship. Wait, what are those things that BK bought? They're like squishy or something like that. They're like a stress toy kind of thing. Neffies or something. That's what these are.
See, I knew it. Gym rats.
I knew it, damn it. It was something for the baby.
Handle the weight. Guess it's time to grab the scanner and check out those toys, King.
Huh. Use the scanner to check out the cargo inside the container. All right, let's lower that down. Do I have to get out? Might be a good idea to get out. Use the... Your tablet displays the relevant cargo manifest. Don't I have to get out to check what's in there? Well, they want me to drive. I don't have a scanner, though. there a way to engage that scanner? I feel like I should be on foot. They don't want me to bring it anywhere. Alright, start the engine, put it in drive mode, and then what? Your tablet displays the relevant cargo manifest. How do I pull up the tablet? I don't really see the controls here for this. Gotta be some button. Oh, there, X to get out. There it is, okay. I do have to get out. Just had to hold X. I thought I could look at the door. Okay, now we're gonna start looking for illegal cargo. So BK was supposed to be importing frickin' bears for the baby. Damn it, BK, what the hell is this? Oh, Mickey's importing some engines for the T-top. And frickin' other bears. Frickin' BK, what the hell? Plush toys. It's only supposed to be toys, right? Use the scanner to inspect the cargo, make sure it matches the manifest. Point the scanner at the container, press left when you find a mismatch. Okay, well, how do I know where's the manifest? Let's see, crack cocaine, RPGs, explosives, lions, bears. Well, this engine doesn't seem right. That's where all the weight's coming from, but that ain't plush. Oh, I see. That's supposed to be plush toys, and that's not. So that's a mismatch. That also does not look like bears. That also does not look like bears.
Boss, these toys are getting curiouser and curiouser. Or rather, they don't look like toys no matter what the screen says.
Are these weapons?
Well, either we're all mad here, or you found some contraband. Can you put all those suspicious pallets into the container on the truck for customs inspection?
Sure, I'll get to it.
Oh my god. BK's important weapons. My god. Barely legal. In fact, illegal. I can barely lift this thing. That's super heavy. I can't even lift it any higher. I can't go any higher than that. I mean, I was fine with the RPGs and the thermonuclear device, but bears? Hell no. Not on my watch. Oh, now I gotta get the forklift. Well, that was an interesting change to things. Okay, boop. Boop. Wanted to turn out the engine. Oh man, I gotta drive this thing in the rain? Oh man, this sucks. This is not gonna do well for my hair. Look at my pretty hair. Oh, I guess I have a little canopy. Bing, bong, boom, bing, bing. Those gotta have a lot more, you know, that beep is just not good. We need a song when you're backing up to get everybody's attention. It needs to be like bing, gadong, boom, bam, ba, dim, bum, boom, ba, dum, bum, bim, bim, boom, boom. It's like only one way. Oh, I guess it can go two ways. All right. Does the contraband add-on apply to the earlier story? Yeah, but it's like a separate DLC. So in order to play this, I think it's separate from the main game, but it ties in. The other DLC was like that too. Scatman, yeah. I'm the Scatman. Damn good song. There's a horn. And where there's a whip, there's a way. Where there's a whip, there's a way. Oh, what? Damage. CLC is a little bit more, forklift's kind of challenging. We did play some other forklift simulators, but man, I really would love a warehouse simulator with friends that really did, you know, warehouses and stuff legit and had some incremental fun to them. Beep, beep. Hell yeah, brother, yeah. Damn, that is a tight fit. Damn. Mike was on. He wants to go check the other containers. Okay. That means we gotta go use our scanner again. Make searching for contraband easier. You can mark the boxes you've checked using E as clean and Q as contraband. Okay. Okay, so it's marked green. This is kind of cool, man. I wonder if we'll ever get a Contraband Simulator 2. That will go into this a little bit more. Our Contraband Police. Now we're looking for a couch. That looks like a couch to me. Car parts. That looks like car parts. It did look like a couch. Fuel. Car doors. More lions. Fruit. Giant bear again. What the, dude, what the hell, man? every box is filled with frickin' bears, dude. Like, you know, I didn't think I'd be playing the illegal inspection DLC to just see bears again. I can't, dude. Every game, once a day, I am attacked by bears in games. Is that furniture? That doesn't look like furniture. Or at least it doesn't look like a chair. What the hell is that? I don't think that's a chair. I think that's a helmet. Is that like an end table? I'm looking for like a an actual like. I'm looking for like an actual chair, but that looks like it. Is that like an end table? Flux capacitor. Okay, let me. What if I? Oh, if I go further away, it's a lot. A lot easier. Yeah, that ain't that. Okay, step further away, it's way easier to see. Okay, so this first box is going to have to be pulled out for contraband. All right, next one. Fuel. Stove. Tires. Fruit. Lubricant. Tires, yep, Canadian tire. This definitely boxes for BK here. Bears, yeah. Now that's car parts there. Okay, so furniture was incorrectly marked as car parts. Someone trying to run like a chop shop or something? Those are not sculptures. Wait, is that a household appliance? I can't really... I can't really tell if that's a household appliance. Anyway, looks like the box at the back here and the box over there need to be taken out. Fuel for BK's flamethrower, wow. Alright, well, we gotta open this one up. Yeah, who would put car parts in with fruits? I know. There's like seeds, car parts, fuel, fruits. Like, what the hell? That doesn't make sense. Alright, let's get to it. So this box is the illegal one, and then we need that container in the backs. I think it's the third box. Okay, now the next one's gonna be real tricky. Nice. You find any tea, dump it in the harbor? Hell yeah, bro. That backup beeper makes me feel like I left my keys in the car. That sounds like a that's like a late 80s Chrysler. I swear. Or an Oldsmobile. Or Buick. Something like that. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's close. It's not quite there, but if they lowered the pitch of that chime and slowed it down. Oh yeah. I was waiting for the Lincoln Avenue to tell me that my door is ajar. Your door is ajar. Remember? You remember. Let's see. Grab this one. So for the sake of this mission, I don't think we have to put these back. It's also interesting how you have to account for the tire going up into the container and like having to lower it down a little bit more. And then back up as you pull out. That's the one we're after. There we go. Not too bad. Simple 90s meal through chat. I'll go first, hamburger helper. Simple 90s meal. Chicken tonight. I feel like chicken tonight. Rice-a-roni. San Francisco treat. Ding ding. Find any illegal bears? We have. We're getting them out of here. Bears disguised as car engines or something. I don't know what's going on. The story's getting interesting now that we're finding illegal goods. Sloppy Joe, oh yeah, from Manwich, 100%, yep. Ooh. Let's adjust a little bit. Barely visible, yeah. Wait, how do I, Oh, they... Wait, what? Approach the container and close it. Wait, you want me to get in it? Oh, here.
Boss, the truck is off to customs.
Great job. I think they owe our port a commendation.
Hell yeah, hell. The hell's going on with these illegal bears?
Listen up, team. We're helping the feds with a major contraband sting operation. Can't get our clients involved, though. So contracts above Tier 1 are frozen for now. As such, we need to get this wrapped up as soon as possible.
Okay. Man, always something with this port. Okay, so we gotta do the inspector mission, which means... Wait, where the hell? Oh, inspector. Job 9, job 7. Job 7 is railroad day, so we gotta do this one first. Considerable cargo flow is expected at the railway line to assist loading and unloading trains. I guess that's why we bought that extra thing. There was always a box of rice-a-roni in the bidding and the price is right. Oh, yeah. Bagel bites? Oh, yeah. Those are like snacks. Handled 9 trucks heading to the railway line. Empty the trucks. Empty trucks should be loaded with cargo. Loaded trucks should be unloaded onto the platform. All right. The hell is that? A rocket engine? Now we're gonna need wires on this one. How do we attach the wires? Cable mode. Forgot how this works. Okay, yep. All right. The hell? Okay, that's good. Next one. Is there a way to cycle these? Oh, there it is. Okay, yep. Okay, the ones on the right should have been a little shorter. But it is what it is. That'll buff out. Boy, that wire matters. Turtle wax. like a glove. There we go. Oh, he wants the container too. Okay. Next. Hell yeah, brother. Yeah, hell. Line at the port.
That's a problem.
And wired ones are wild. Wrong button. Jeez. Hold on. Okay, like a glove first try. All right, next. We're not next. There we go. That's fine. Not my problem here. Super salad. Salad shooter helps you every day. All right, one more to go. No shenanigans in this mission, no fires, no explosions. Pretty straightforward so far. Yeah, there's a free play mode, yeah. There we go. That's nice.
All done here.
Boot 60. Thanks for the 2 months. Junior bacon cheeseburger. Hell yeah. All right, done. Not too bad. Okay, so now, what, job 7? Oh, we can do maze now, actually. Which is required for... So confusing to navigate this damn thing. Okay, inspector. Okay, so inspector is job 9 and 7. So we do shipping preparations. We need to prepare some cargo for shipment. Your task is sorted by type, loading the corresponding containers. Or 9. Loaded bulk carrier arrived at the port. Started unloading yesterday. Today we got to finish the unloading operations. Let's do it with the one with more money. And earlier, lower number. Yeah, well, yeah. Okay, so we gotta go get all that different cargo. Boy, that's okay. And then load it in the trucks. All right, well, that's not that crazy. I thought they said it was gonna be something with bulk. Oh no, that was the other job. Okay, furniture and car parts.
Some cargo at the warehouse needs sorting. Scan each item and check its type to see if it goes left or right. I'm sure you can handle it.
All right. So furniture 3, car parts 3, okay. Well, let's see what it is.
That's what I need.
Something called furniture is in there. Okay. Mark as... Do I have to also mark as not contraband? Oh, maybe we better pay attention to that, too. Alright. So, where does furniture go? How the hell am I supposed to know? Oh, you can actually adjust the beam length and stuff. Didn't see that earlier. I was so terrified by the bears. Well, how do you know which one's which? One's marked A and B, but in the upper right corner it just shows one marker, so I'm not sure. I'll try to put it here and see what they say. Oh, so furniture goes in the right one. Okay. Now we gotta move that. What's up, Trav? Things are well.
more down.
Alright, that's cool. Whoa, who the hell put a pillar right there? What the hell? That's got to go somewhere. What if that's a load-bearing annoying pillar? Or just annoying?
Alright, this one fits.
Car parts, yep, okay. Alright, seems compliant.
This one goes here.
Alright, that's 2 of 6. Uh-oh. Yeah, we gotta be pretty accurate. It's probably the toughest DLC in a really good way. It's about accuracy, really, and it's quite nice. Now, let's just get that on the ground. Alright, let's check it for crack cocaine. Or bears.
Wrong type. Next.
Wrong type. One. All right. Well, I'm leaving this here then. Somebody didn't do their job marking it. I just work here. That'll be for the night crew. Oh yeah, I'm always having bear problems.
This one doesn't fit. Moving on.
The hell? Well, okay. Well, then instead of driving around with the forklift anymore, wasting time, I'm just gonna scan these before we even. Although some of them I probably did have to pull off the shelf to reach.
That's a match. Loading it. That's a miss. Keep looking, Kate.
Okay. Well, how the hell? Don't they have a system of, like, you know, barcodes and labels to know what's what?
That's what I need.
Where's another one?
Alright, this one fits.
Okay, that's way easier than getting the forklift out, driving over here and putting it down.
That's a match. Loading it.
Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3. I think I need one more. Or maybe I have them all. Let's see, 1, 2. Oh, we gotta leave this one here. Oh, is this 3?
That's what I
Oh,
need.
that's it. Okay, 3. And then 4 is over on the other side on the floor. Okay, let's put this away. The DLC is the only one with the forklift driving, although I'm not sure if in the free roam mode you could do the forklift. I think you'd have to check the Steam store page a little bit more to see. Like, I know the DLC has the forklift, and that's all I've seen so far, but there's kind of like a free play mode, and I'm not sure if you can do that in the free play mode. I'd hope so. What the hell is this? I don't even know what this is. All I know is at least it's something good.
Fits.
Okay, it's car parts. Okay. So that goes in this one. Am I going to be able to lift that up on top of the... Okay.
Down.
Ooh. All right. Oh, up there. All right, gotta check too.
That's a match. Loading it.
Car part. So that means everything remaining is furniture.
Loaded.
Okay, next. I think it's this one with the small chair in it, and then there's the big box on the other side. Am I a forklift driver in real life? No. I've driven a lot of heavy equipment. A couple, 2-3 times, but what you see here is just pure skill of gaming. Or lack thereof, but still. We're having a good time.
Perfect. This one goes here.
Little farm. I think Farm Sim taught me all I need to know about forklifts. At least in the video game world. All right. That's gonna be a problem. I didn't even see that. Thank God that's not load bearing. We just added that in for the insurance money when we burned it down. right, now let's close them up.
Cargo is sorted and the container's sealed. I think I can relate to Cinderella now. That's
Cinderella?
one job complete.
What's she talking about, Cinderella? All right, that was some good casual warehouse work. Okay, so that's EOD for jobs. Now let's try to make some money. We got to finish that task tomorrow, and that one we have to finish. Oh, we got to get cargo throughput at 3,700. Okay. So then they said we can only take level 1 contracts because of the contraband. Raptor, yeah, that's me. So we just want basically money. This is STS cranes. So TEUs here at 1,800. Almost one crane can handle all this stuff. So let's do 13, 10, and 9. Several shipments of contraband were traced back to the port, triggering investigation. Only level 1 clients are available until the investigation concludes. Complete mission inspector to solve the contraband problem. Okay. So our daily profit is going to be hurting until we get this resolved. $5,000, $5,400. $14,900 and $10,000. Oh, we can only do 2 here. We need a level 3 railway office. Oh. Well, let's upgrade that then. Ramota. Ramota. Alright, so that'll make us some money. So how do we do this again? Oh yeah, there we go. So this is only 910. I guess I could just do the max, doesn't matter. This will matter though, 440. $840. $21.19 or $190. And then probably reach stacker. I can take 1650. All right, so we process 2,190. So we take a loss of 24,000 because we're under restrictions. But we'll make that money back. Day 2. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. So next is what? Oh, May's next. Bulk carrier arrived at the port. Started unloading yesterday. Today we got to finish the unloading operation. And that's for Inspector. All right, let's do this one. Alright, the ship's hold is full of cargo and that has to be unloaded onto the pier. First, use the forklift to load all cargo into empty containers. Naturally, the container must be open before loading. Once the containers are loaded, close the doors and move them to the designated area.
Here to finish yesterday's work, Tommy?
This stuff just keeps on coming. It's like someone's testing my patience.
So, how are you holding up?
Doing all right. It's day 2 and I'm still sick.
Okay, use the forklift to load it in the containers. So just these two, okay. All that stuff's got to be loaded? Damn. Really? Damn. That's a lot of stuff to do. Okay. Well, let's get to it then. A little wider on that one. That looks like we could do a double with the we could do an double extendo. Chat, we're doing an actual IRL kind of double mega extendo. Prepare your mind and body. This is going to be crazy. Wow. Never before in gaming history. Look at that. it's possible. Dreams do come true, people. She bumped a little bit. We'll fix her right up. There we go. These are all copies of GTA 6, so I'm working as quick as I can, okay? The game's been delayed because of me. So I'm sorry. But I'm doing what I can. We could load another big mega in there. That's another big mega right there. A couple big megas over there too. Physical copies. I know these are the last ones ever made on Earth. The last physical copies of a game. Should be in a museum. Wait a minute. It says 0 out of 20. Wait a minute. Oh wait, I think that's because first I need to put them in these containers, then I need the crane to lift them out of here, then it'll count when they're in the whatever area up above. Okay. Got worried there for a second, but I think it'll work the way I think it does. So we don't have to put all these in here in one container or two containers, and then that's it. We have to just take like 2 trips. I know. I hate it too, but it might have to happen.
Good at all.
Damn it, it's hard to see with it up against the wall. Oh, the pallet next to it, okay. Well, we'll just take this. Bootleg copies. Wow. We did it. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
It's all over.
Alright, that was good. That's all that's going to fit in that one. Let's go up top and see if we can pull that out of there. So that's what, 4 out of 20? Oh damn, it's going to be a long day. Oh, looks like there's more containers up top for me to put stuff in. Okay. I was thinking, like, how are we going to unload it from the containers? But looks like there's 3 more. mean, additionally, I could just attach to each of these little, I could use the forklift just to put it near the open hatch and just grab those that way too. But we'll use the forklift. These two might be able to be stacked on top of each other. Also, did they? Oh, that's a pallet of metal. Okay. Now, this is a good one. This is a good puzzle here. I think what I'm going to do is take these and stack them. And then put them in that container. Kind of put myself in a corner on this one. That'll be better. Oh yeah, hay stacking skills right from farming sim for sure. Or pallets and farm sim too, because you got like seed and other things you can store in that game. Not OSHA compliant, but it's honest work. Actually, not that bad. I can fix this.
Was bad.
Okay, well now that doesn't even make sense. Well, cargo secured. I don't... Is this game watching the stream? Cargo secured. I think it's like locking it in place. I want it to move. All right, we'll have to do a little bogosity mitigation here. Oh, there we go. Okay, so it's not... Oh, no. It's not gonna let me pick up the box. Oh, no. It's all, like, locked in and everything. Oh, no. No damage, by the way. That's video games for you. Somehow an immovable object from the crane, but impervious to damage when upside down and thrown. Almost had to delay GTA 6 again there, but I saved it. Why the hell's that up so high? Well, we're just gonna have to set her like that, that's fine. Alright, what next? Can I move this out of the way? Nope, immovable. Damage from what? Oh, they're just bouncing around off each other. Yeah, that's bogus. Bogus damage. Not how gravity works, but okay. hope I can close the door on that. I don't think so. Yeah, maybe we should should have put them in that way, like the way we're facing. It's alright, we got more containers. Maybe that'll be fine. I don't know. Let's see what happens. So I think those what would have been nice is to actually stack those too high and then put those in, like in retrospect, you know, put them like this nice and neat and then stack them back that way. And that one, that would have been about half full. There would have been room for more stuff, probably like the like those regular crates there. Or maybe even these side by side. Lots of options though. Some sort of error? Yeah, we'll bypass that. The game may check for the door to be closed before it lets you move it. I'm suspecting that it does. Well, time to make some changes. See if it lets me do it. This is gross. I'm restarting that one. Wait, restart task? Yeah. That's gross. We'll clean that up, make it look nice.
Here to finish yesterday's work, Tommy?
This stuff just keeps on coming. It's like someone's testing my patience.
So, how are you holding up?
Doing all right. It's day 2 and I'm still sick.
There we go. We'll try it this way now. What the hell? The camera here could be a lot better. I mean, this is the view that you get. You got to look at things at an angle, otherwise you see like what the back of the seat. Yeah, right. Yeah, forklift certified my ass. This is what you get. Let me drive real good. Oh no! Warning: forklift certified banner right in the face. Why do I gotta look at this weird angle like that, you know? And how the hell did that happen? And it's still sitting, you know, it's just sitting there taking damage. When I wasn't moving, it's just like, what? Nothing, it's already fallen. There we go. Alright, this is much better. Dude, come on. Alright, let's see if we can mitigate bogosity here. Now, how the hell is the one on the top sticking with us? It needs to let go, damn it. I think it popped out. Thank God, okay. I don't know what the hell. Something in the midsection of this thing pulls it forward, but we got it. There we go. Okay, there we go. That's nice. Now, we do have another wide one over there. Hopefully we got that. Very clingy. They're very clingy. There we go. It's another one. What? Damage from what? The air? Wait, was it dragging on the ground? Didn't look like it. Air damage. Let's see if we can close this door. Okay, I think we're in a better situation. And now we can load this up. These look like iron ingots that you'd make in a game. Good, good. Okay, what next? Yeah, we got a bunch of smaller stuff there. Oh, we could grab these two metal rolls and put them up on top. And then two tall ones, like refrigerator-like. There we go. All right, now into the container. To be honest, I didn't even know you could do that. Oh, this is... It's getting worse. No, you don't, damn it. Get your ass back up there. There we go, first try. Oh, I should have loaded it sideways. Okay. almost there. Like a glove. Like a damn glove. There we go. Woo! Okay. Nice. Okay. So I think we'll grab these like double talls. Like there's a double tall over there in the corner. Actually, there's a double tall. Let's grab these. Oh, shit. Well, luckily we haven't caused any physical damage in this mission. It's all just emotional damage at this point. I feel a bit emotionally scarred from this one. This may be the most challenging mission in the game where you've just got to experiment around. I'm shocked. Can I put stuff in there? Yeah, I can put stuff in any green container. There's also 2 or 3 more containers above us that we can lower down with the crane. Oh. Might be able to put 4 in here. Yeah, wow. All right, we're getting there. Another one going in from the narrow end. Camera is atrocious, dude. Like, first we're like feet from the thing, and then we need to zoom out to space to see the forklift. Like, what the hell? I'll put one more in this right corner. We'll get a tall boy, put her in there, grab those tires maybe. Okay, that's one ready to go. Okay, and then we got, let's see, 1, 2, 3. And there's 4 there, 4 tall boys, and 2 and 3 there. So we can put the 4 tall boys in the back, and then everything else can just double stack. Alright, that's good enough for now. We got plenty of room in the other one. Bouncing all around for some damn reason. I think it's alive in there. There's a creature in there. Possibly a bear. Yeah, if there's multiplayer, you could use the spotter, yeah. Okay. Now what we could do actually is to make this all easier. We could go back to the crane. There we go. And then is that the crane's maximum reach or something? There we go. Yeah, that might help giving us a little bit more room. That might help. Okay. Okay, good. This might be okay. might be okay.
Come on.
All right, that's good. Squared it up, and now we'll just stack. Okay. Well, I hope that holds. We'll see. I'm going to grab that from the side. I will see if that holds.
Problem.
This is crazy with the damage and everything like that. This is very difficult. In comparison to all the other missions we've done. like a glove. All right, what's next? These two guys. I think better be filled with whiskey. Oh, so there's a little flammable marker on the side there. It'll be fine. Tequila, yeah. Okay, this is good. Beautiful. Okay, so now Just tapping her in. Well, we'll see. Okay, so worst case scenario, I could just send down another container and we'll be good. Hell, maybe we should do that rather than torture ourselves, huh? We'll just pop that one in there and we'll send it like it is. We'll grab those other ones. Save some sanity. All right, all done. All right, we'll bring down another box in a minute. Go. And I should be able to bring one of those down. Man, I would have freaked out if I couldn't pick up one of these containers. It would have been over. What the hell? This mission was brutal. I wonder, can I keep it connected yet still open the doors? Let's see. Oh, yeah. Ooh. Oh, no, it detaches the wires. I was going to say, that could have been a mega pro tactic to just throw stuff in there. But once the doors open, it cuts the connection. All right, 4 more. So there's 1 up there, and then there's the 3 over here. Then we are free.
That was bad.
Extendo stream? Right, we got another stream after this, too. What's up, Drago? Yeah, just leave a comment on a video, and the playlist team will take a look at it. Okay. This should be easy. We got plenty of room. We'll just put them down the middle. All right, 2 more. This is it, the big moment. This mission itself was like an entire hour. Maybe more. All right, folks, last one. We have done it. This is it. We did it. No sweat. Just tears. Camera makes it incredibly difficult when we're against the wall. Well, we got this. Whoa. Can't hide forever. Uh-oh. Cranes at maximum boom. Wow, they put it in an impossible place. Yeah, those spindles are immovable. Wow. Okay. So, immovable? Wow. Wow, that one up there in the corner was the hardest one. Ain't nothing we can do. Yeah, I wish there was something we could do with the cable. Okay. I don't think we can move anything down here other than the green containers. Well, we can try this option. Although, we'll see what happens. I think this is just gonna get us in trouble.
Fine for that. Oh, damn. Sure messed up there.
Whatever. Wow, that is insane. What cruelty to put that one in the corner. I can't believe it. That mission's like an hour and a half just to get to that point. Damn it! I think we could have had this DLC done if it weren't for this damn thing. Let me I think it'll save right before that. I'm out of time for this one though. That mission is probably the most brutal mission we've ever played, and now we know a couple of tricks on that one. To go for that one in the corner first and get it out of there, and then just stack like what we did. And then there's one more mission after that. We'll have to come back to this. This is quite fun. All right, we're going to jump into our next stream as soon as I can. Thank you very much, everybody, for watching, subscribing, hanging out, cheering me on there. That was the toughest mission I think we've ever played in Dock. That is crazy, but a good challenge. All right, I'll be back in a minute. Thank you very much, everybody, for watching. BRB. Next stream, yeah. Here we go.